Waterford's player ratings. This is a grim one. Don't really necessarily want to go through these because it feels like just hammering them a little bit more. But I suppose we'll start off in goals. Billy Nolan, who's obviously coming in for Stephen O'Keefe, who's been there for so long. I thought he did pretty well. I mean, I'm looking at trying to see how many goal opportunities. Couldn't really blame him for the penalty. Tony Kelly doesn't miss those. Maybe did enough to upset Aaron Shanner, who was coming through for a sort of a batted goal just before half time. And outside of that, didn't really have too much to do. The options for him for puck out, he gave the ball to whoever was available. A couple of decent long ones. The puck out strategy didn't work for Waterford. A lot of that goes on the management team, so you can't really just put it on a man being thrown in there into the championship after one other man has been kind of lording in the goals for so long. And maybe that's something that counted against Waterford in this game, but I certainly wouldn't be putting it on the shoulders of Billy Nolan. Thought Shane Fives, he battled hard, but like the ball going into Aaron Shanner was very, very difficult ball to deal with. And I just go back to the goalkeeper, I'd give him a 7 out of 10. I think Shane Fives, Conor Gleeson and Shane McNulty all had a very tough task. The quality of ball going in, the quality of the lads that they were marking. I'd give Shane Fives probably a 6 out of 10, to be honest. There's not going to be too many lads getting particularly high ratings here, and I think most people know that before we even start here. And Conor Gleeson, probably give him a 6 as well. Shane McNulty, maybe the same. Did some good stuff. McNulty caught a decent ball. Gleeson did all right on Tony Kelly late on, but it's very hard to give too much higher than that, given how the game went overall. Caleb Lyons has to do a difficult job. He's played cornerback before for Waterford, and he's kind of playing cornerback, but kind of fullback against Tony Kelly here. Stays there for maybe 50, 55 minutes. Doesn't work out. He doesn't get an opportunity to use the best part of his game, which is driving forward, going off the shoulder, putting people on the back foot, burning up through the centre, and maybe even getting goal chances, which we've seen him do once or twice, even scoring in Waterford's Munster semi-final win last year against Cork. But he didn't get a chance to really do that until the final 15 minutes, when it was pretty clear the night and day sort of impact he can have. Got a point for himself. Toughest of tough tasks on Tony Kelly. I think while he was on him, Kelly got maybe three from play, because 2 of Kelly's points, of 5 points from play, came in the last 10 minutes plus whatever injury time was there. So I'd say while Kelly ran the show, it's hard to blame Lyons too much. I'd still give him 7 out of 10. I think Kelly was going to get those points no matter who was marking him. Irla Daly did some good, did some bad. Got on a bit of ball. I'd probably give him 6 out of 10 all the same. Kevin Moran, he wore number 7 here. He was playing midfield, taken off before half time, so I'll probably have to give him a 5 or a 6. I'll just go with 6. Austin Gleeson scored 4 from play, played wing back a lot in the first half. Well, for the vast majority of it, moved midfield for a little while when Kieran Bennett came on, and then back in the half-back line for the second half. Got 4 from play, got a yellow card. Probably fortunate enough not to get another one, but certainly it looked like from the other side of the field as if he chopped across Tony Kelly. Now, I'm not saying he went out to do him, but like when you put the hurley in and connect with the player's leg rather than the ball, you're always in a bit of bother. So the referee let him off at that one. I'd still give Gleeson probably 7 to 8 out of 10, probably 7, just because the whole entire team. Well, actually, you know what? I give him 8 because the team completely backfired for so long. The fact that he got 4 from play himself when the entire starting forward line managed just 1 point from play, you'd have to give that to him. Darragh Lyons did a couple of okay things, but didn't really happen for him, so it's probably a 6. Peter Hogan, 6. He was actually just slightly starting to get into the game before he was taken off. And I'd say the same for Jack Fagan. He's another 6. Stephen Bennett, lots of frees. Just got a couple from play all right in the second half, but wasn't him. But again, tactically, Waterford were absolutely bet up a stick in this game. So I'm finding it, like the way Clare set up meant that Waterford didn't really have space to knock the ball into. Stephen Bennett never seemed available for the ball. Maybe that's partly down to him, partly down to the manager. So given the quality of the player, I'm still going to give him a 6. Desi Hutchinson, Shane Bennett, Jack Prendergast. Prendergast played further out the field, but they're all 6s as well. I'm not really sure how you can give them much more than that, because they didn't score from play and they didn't really do too much damage. But they're all very good players. Patrick Curran, he was one of the subs that came on, got a point, did all right, I felt. Kieran Bennett did okay as well. He was midfield and wing back from what I saw. Neil Montgomery made an impact, and so did Michael Kearney. You could probably give them all in around a 7 out of 10. So that's my thoughts on Waterford. Thought overall pretty poor, pretty desperate. Brought it back close late on, but a lot of thinking to be done. Let me know what you think there.